Friends, history is a vast ocean of good, bad, and ugly. The ugly part is most important because unless we learn from it, we are bound to repeat it. Nearly 2100 years ago, the famous Roman statesman Cicero had once said that to be ignorant of what occurred before you were born, is to always remain a child. What he meant was that you would not get wise. So today I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to talk about something that my generation has lived and experienced. And I think about this, the new generation is somewhat ignorant. This is the November 1984 anti-Sikh violence in the Indian national capital of Delhi and a number of other places. Officially, the anti-Sikh violence is loosely referred to as riots, dange. But the more appropriate word would be pogrom or katleam. Because what happened 41 years ago was a politically motivated, organized violence against the Sikhs. But mind you, this barbarity was by some, not my countrymen at large. The question also is, why am I talking about it today, 41 years later? This is because there has been no closure to the tragedy. Despite 41 years, many inquiry commissions were constituted, but most credible of these commissions was the Justice Nanavati Commission of Inquiry. The Nanavati Commission very clearly stated that a total of 2,733 people were killed in Delhi and 587 FIRs were registered. Of these, 240 were closed by the police as untraced, and 250 cases resulted in acquittal of the accused. Of the 587 FIRs, only 28 or so had resulted in convictions. About 50 people, including a former MP, were convicted of murder. But that was not the end of the sad story. In 2015, the new government had constituted an SIT, a special investigation team, and this SIT recommended reinvestigation of many of the 587 FIRs. Some cases, some old cases were reopened, but in some cases, the records had gone missing. And the files are now being reconstructed. This was after 31 years. And today, now after 41 years, these cases of 1984 still linger on in courts. Some of you must have read last year, a Delhi court had ordered framing of charges against the Congress leader, Jagdish Titler, in relation to the killing of 3 Sikhs outside a Gurdwara, the Gurdwara Pul Bangish. There is another high-profile case. In this particular case, the accused is the Congress leader, Sajjan Kumar. He was awarded life imprisonment last year by a trial court in Delhi. After so many years, the charge was killing of a father and son in 1984. And as I speak to you, Sajjan Kumar's appeal is now pending in the Delhi High Court. As I said, the cases still linger on and the tragedy clearly lives on. But the problem is that the victim families are now old and many are now leaving the world one by one. And with them will go what they saw in those fateful 4 days of November 1984. A part of the history will disappear. About 9 years ago, our production house, Free Media Initiative, had video recorded the telltale testimonies of the eyewitnesses of 1984, the victims. These are the people who saw their near and dear ones being killed, burnt alive, and butchered. This formed a part of a 1-hour documentary called Ik Nasoor. The documentary is in Punjabi, but we have given it English subtitles for those who can't understand Punjabi fully. I feel sorry that at least some of the people we had spoken to for the documentary have also since left the world. Now, for those who wish to see and hear what happened in 1984 on video, I'm attaching a link of the full 1 hour documentary, Ik Nasoor, with this video below. Honestly, when you watch it, your heart cries for the victims and their surviving members. But do see it. I think that would be a tribute to those who perished for no fault of theirs. Further, those who don't have the time, who can't see the full 1 hour documentary, in the next couple of days, I'll be attaching shorter clips of the video interviews that we had done with the eyewitnesses. For your feedback, you can call me or send me a message. Thank you.